Okay, listen, pay attention, Africa. In 1964, Alexandra Mmadebo, who was the first regimental commander in the Nigeria Army Artillery Regiment, sentenced a northern soldier to 14 days imprisonment for being drunk on duty. This soldier wrote a petition to the Minister of Justice for the Army for what Alexandra Mmadebo did. This Minister of Justice for the Army happens to be a Northerner. This man called Alexandra Mmadebo and interrogated him for what he did. It took Alexandra Mmadebo 6 weeks to clear himself that what he did was a disciplinary measure and not an act of victimization. Now listen, 3 years down the line, that is in 1967, civil war broke out. When civil war broke out, Alexandra Mmadebo left the Nigerian army and joined his people, the Biafrans, to fight in the war. One day in the battlefield, he looked by his right hand side and saw that northern soldier he punished in 1964. And he was shocked, and he said to the man, "You are a northern soldier. You are a northerner. Why are you fighting alongside the Biafrans?" The soldier laughed and said, "Nah, man, I am not a northerner. I am an Igbo man. I was only putting up a fake identity to be a northerner so I can enjoy the privileges that the northern soldiers enjoy." He was shocked to hear that. So that is to tell you how corrupt the army was, because promotion was being given based on your ethnic affiliation, and soldiers from the northern part of Nigeria were being privileged. So most southern soldiers were actually changing their names to come from the north so they can enjoy the privileges that the northern soldiers enjoyed. You can see that Alexandra Mmadebo was highly interrogated in 1964 because he punished that soldier who happens to be an Igbo man that was putting up a fake identity. So if you think that that is far-fetched, let me bring it home again to you. When I wrote my JAMB, I scored a very high position, very high score during my JAMB. Then I applied to be admitted in a certain university that I won't like to mention its name, but I was not admitted. That's not the problem. A friend of mine who happens to be a girl who wrote JAMB that same year, that scored a very low grade to what I scored, was admitted in that same course in that same university. I was shocked and said, "How did you do it?" And she showed me her admission letter. She changed her name and she changed her state of origin. And I asked her, "Are you going to continue to fake this state of origin and your name?" She said, "No. When I get to 200 level, when I get to year 2, I'm going to change the state back to my original state and the name back to my original name." And she told me that this is what they call catchment area and quota system. You see, so people change their names to come from a particular place that is being favored. I know that there is need for us to have some area that is known as catchment areas in order to, support those people to be educated. But in as much as we do that, we should try as much as possible not to play down on meritocracy. And we should try as much as possible for people not to be favored based on where they come from, but based on what they can do. All right? We love everyone, irrespective of where you come from. But don't victimize people because of where they come from. Because when you do that, people will begin to deny themselves in order to get favor in a particular place. That which happened in the military is one of the reasons why the coup d'etat happened in January 15th, 1966. All right? So if you're a soldier and you think that such things happens in the army, tell me in the comment section. And even if you're a civilian and you have seen similar things happen in society, tell me in the comment section. Remember, you can always request for books from me. All you need to do is to go to my bio. You see a WhatsApp contact, WhatsApp me and request for books, and books will be given to you in less than 24 hours. I love you. Remember, next year, that is next month, I'll be moving from schools to schools, giving school children books on history, books that are not being captured in the academic curriculum in Africa, most especially in Nigeria. Okay, so I need your support in order to buy more books. Yeah, I love you and I care about you. Wisdom Africa is the principal thing. Aha.